Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla Cosmos. I'm a former English teacher turned digital nomad living here in Taiwan. And if you didn't know, I am from the good old USA. And among the many things the USA is known for, we're also known for having extremely expensive college. Hey you! Yes, you! Are you ready to get a college education? Yes! Yes! I am! Me! Well, have I got just what you need? Money. All you have to do is sign right here.
Four years later.
Wow. 4 years. All for this huge piece of paper. Oh, I wonder who that is. It's addressed to me. Okay, let's see what it is. Alright, here we go. Good morning, everybody. I had a nightmare, but it's all okay. And we're going to talk about this subject today because it is really, really important. But I'm not ready, so just hold on. Hold on a second. There we go. More like it. Okay. Are we ready to begin? I think so. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. We're missing a plant. Beautiful. All right, let's begin. So, thank goodness that is not my life. But just like 43 million other Americans, I have student debt. And today I'm going to be telling you all more about how expensive college is in the US and how much debt I am actually in as a result of getting my bachelor's degree. Now, there's a lot of angles we could take this subject from because university prices range from whether it's private, public, in-state, out of state. Are you living on campus, living off campus? Are you commuting from home? The possibilities are endless. Oh my gosh, it's just too much. So for the sake of today's video, we're gonna keep it simple. And when I say simple, we're gonna stick with the basic college experience, which is actually going to your university, living on campus and off campus as a combination, and also studying for 4 years. So we're just gonna keep it basic, and we're also gonna keep it in-state and at a public college because y'all know I cannot afford private college. Do I look like I come from wealth? At the very minimum, when people go to university, they typically aim to get at least a bachelor's degree, which takes 1, 2, 3, 4 years to obtain. And in those 4 years, you can spend up to $40,000, $60,000, $80,000, and I'm only talking about tuition. So on top of this, if you're living on or off campus, you're gonna be spending probably an additional $10,000 every year on your living expenses. So with our conservative $40,000 4 years tuition, $40,000 of living expenses, you could get your degree for only $80,000. Now, you must be wondering, how the do we pay for college? Are we all rich? I wish. No! We're not all rich. Sure, some students do have super rich families that can pay for most of their university experience or all of it, but the majority of us look into a few sources in order to pay for college. This includes money that comes from our personal or family savings, scholarships, grants, or loans. And once we've exhausted our personal money, scholarships, grant money. This is a lot to remember. We are left with our loans. And they are handed to us on a silver platter. And this is how we end up with an average student debt of $28,500. Yeah. And now I'm sure you're wondering, do I fit this mold? Well, you're about to find out. To begin, I had a less than ordinary college experience. I had actually gone to 4 different colleges before I got my bachelor's degree. I even dropped out at one point and generally had a hard time making up my mind. Eventually, I discovered communication studies. I went to a community college. Yet after all of this time, I eventually ended up at Temple University, where I majored in communication studies. I minored in sociology. También estudié español, pero yo no tengo una papel mostrarte, entonces está bien, pero también hablo español porque tomé muchas clases de español en la universidad. Anyways, because I had changed my mind so much, it took me about 5 years in total between 4 different universities to actually get my bachelor's degree. And this is how much my education cost. I began my education at Slippery Rock University and spent 1 semester there for $5,000. Next, I went to Edinburgh University for 1 year for a total tuition of $10,000. After this, I dropped out, and then eventually I returned to college and went to the Community College of Philadelphia for 2 years and spent $10,000 USD. Lastly, I went to Temple University. I studied there for 2 years and did some summer classes, and that cost $43,000, coming to a total tuition estimate of around $68,000. Yep, my education cost me almost $70,000, and that's only the tuition. By the way, those are estimates because I graduated like 3 years ago. So they're estimates, but essentially that's about how much it cost for me to go to college. So then, how did I pay for it? And today, how much debt do I have? So first, like most students, I always had a part-time job throughout my college years. Second, because of my family income, I was eligible for grant funding, and I got a total of about $15,000 in governmental support for my education. For free, do not have to pay it back. And third, I got between probably $10,000 and $15,000 worth of scholarships because, you know, I'm smart like that, I guess. And lastly, this is where the loans come in. Upon graduation, when it came to the loans I had to take out, I had taken out $26,500 of federal student loans and $13,000 in private loans, which is a total of $39,500 of student loan debt. Woo! 39K, ay, I did it. It's better than 30, ay.
You know that's a bad thing, right?
Wait.
39,000 is like a lot of debt, kinda.
So in this case,
Yeah.
a higher number is bad.
Mhm.
A higher number is bad. Oh.
Sorry.
Oops. And I'm actually no exception to this higher than average student loan debt. A lot of my friends are actually 40, 50, 60, 100K in the hole of student loan debt. Honestly, I was surprised that 30,000 was the average because most people I know are much higher than that, including myself. Yet I am very fortunate since I have left university. I have been paying off my student loans as much as possible, especially the private loans, because the interest rate is so high. That shit gives you nightmares. That shit gives you nightmares. So in fact, I've completely paid off my private loans. Now I'm just left with my federal loans, and luckily the interest rate is not too high, and I'm actually eligible for a government program which allows me to pay less than the standard 10-year payment program because my income is not super high. In my experience, I've been so lucky to not have student loans that are completely bearing over my life and are literally giving me crazy stress and anxiety because there are so many other people with insane amounts of student loan debt that they can't really afford. Their interest rate is like crazy high or something. So I'm actually gonna leave some links in the description to some interesting and frankly depressing stories about how student loans are literally kind of like ruining people's lives and futures. And with that said, I hope you all learned something interesting today. Leave a comment below and let me know, did you think my student loan debt would be so high or did you think it would be lower? Thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure that you give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.